And good morning, dear ones. Robert Brzezinski with you. It is Monday morning. Time for another prayer call, prayer session. So glad that you're with us. Good morning, Ursula. I see you're with us already here this morning. And Ursula was with us on the Activating Your Soul's Purpose 21-day journey of enlightenment program earlier this morning. So I want to start off by just chatting about that for a quick second. I felt it was a great session. We had a good first connection. And this program, I'm going to leave registration. You can still get started for the next day or two, but probably by Wednesday, I'm going to close down access to this, and we won't be talking about it anymore. But for the first day, you can still get involved and get caught up with us. So if you or you know somebody that would like to be a part of this, please give them an invite, send them over this way, and we'll keep this program open so that you can join for the next few days, next couple days or so. But definitely by late in the week, we will have this. We will shut this. I just won't talk about it. I might tell you how great it's going, but but those that are in will be in, and those that aren't will have to wait for the next time around. So, good morning, Deborah. Thank you for being with us this morning. So good to see you here, and Laura Lee as well. Glad you were with us this morning. Ursula is here. You know, it's a great way to get Monday morning started is in a good old-fashioned spiritual mind treatment, and that really is what we're all about. So there are a number of ways that you may avail yourself of prayer if you like. Number one, send me a prayer request, revbriz@spiritevolving.com. I'll write your request in this little prayer book of mine right here. And I do my work a couple times a day, 2-3 times a day I get with this book. And we do spiritual mind treatment, prayer work around everyone's desires, all the things that are coming my way, and my own requests and yours as well. So let me know, send a prayer request over via email or drop it in the comments as well. And I'm happy to, or send me an email and connect if you'd like to get on a phone call or a video conference and do some prayer work around what's going on in your life, your desires and such. I'm happy to do that as well with you. So just reach out anytime and we'll get some prayer work going on. And there is another great way to get your morning started if all of this isn't enough. Do remember that Daily Spirit Callings is a daily email blast. It includes a short affirmation, inspiration, and call to action to get you motivated and moving into your day. And it's also a podcast. So you can listen to the podcast on all your favorite podcast platforms, Google Play, Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, and I think all the major ones. Anyway, be sure to check that out as well. So, and thank you, Linda. I appreciate seeing things like that. Cindy as well. Thank you as well for being here. It's so much. It's been, well, exactly what was necessary for my life and for the work that I'm doing in the world. And I see more and more people that are being served by this program. So I'm really grateful that it's come to be and that we're moving forward. We're going to have a couple of guests this week join me. So you can look forward to that. And I think I'm going to go through a round of having guests a little more often again. When this first started, it was all me, and then I started bringing in friends and guests, and in the last couple of weeks I haven't done that so much, and I think I'm going to bring in some more guests again and start cycling through and letting you hear some other voices as well as mine. So, okay, folks, I think it's enough of the jibber jabber. Let's get into a little bit of prayer here. Listening for where Spirit wants me to go with all this, and what I know is the first thing is just to let go. If you're in a safe and comfortable place to close your eyes, please do so. Shut down those portals to the soul and Allow yourself to reflect from within. Allow yourself to see on the back of the eyelids a grand vision for life. Allow yourself to feel the body temple as you breathe in and exhale. Feel the wave of tension washing away from the body as you move into this prayerful space, this consciousness of oneness. For that is what this is all about this day. We come to know the one. We come to know one God, one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence operating as all of life. In this experience, in this recognition of God's life, I can see and sense God as everything. Every living every expression of life across this entire planet, every plant and animal, every human, all the aliens, whatever, any form of life across this entire universe is God, is this oneness, this allness. So in knowing that, I recognize God as source, as the source, the wellspring of everything: love, light, beauty, truth, health, wealth, well-being, abundance, prosperity. I recognize God as that one self-existent cause that is right now taking on form so that it may abandon that form and take on new form. One creative process and principle that is forever creating itself into the world through and as our lives, through and as my life, through and as your life, the lives of all are God. And so knowing that God expresses itself through my life perfectly, through your life perfectly, I know that at the very root of it all, we are all connected, for we are all part of this oneness. We are each a drop in the ocean that is God's life. And we are each a wave within that ocean. We cannot distinguish ourselves from the ocean, and yet we each have the free will to operate uniquely, differently, to experience and express the majesty, the magnificence that is God's life into this world uniquely. So I know that everyone on this planet is bringing a different set of skills and gifts and talents, a different way of seeing and speaking and being, a different way of expressing and loving, and yet we are all doing the same thing. We're giving rise to God's great creative nature. We are giving rise to a great truth that is revealing itself. And what I know is I know there is a new perfection that is emerging on the planet. See, things have been perfect all along. They're always perfect in the mind of God. There's nothing wrong, nothing broken in the mind of God. There are no diseases or discord. There is no division in the one. To say there is would be a dance of duality, and the whole system would have crashed long ago. There is only one. That oneness is good. That oneness is my life, your life, and it's expressing itself into the world right now through this experience, through this global experience where we are more now than ever being reminded exactly how connected we truly all are. On the energetic levels and the emotional level and the spiritual level, and on the human levels through supply lines, and it's all happening to bring forth a grand and glorious expression of newness, a new vision for human life on this planet, a new vision for the constructs and the organizations and the systems that are crumbling. For what I see right in this moment, and I claim for each one the same deep knowing, is that the passing away of old systems is good, for it allows for newness to be born. The chinks in the armor have been revealed. The places where the old paradigm, where the old thinking, where the old processes held for so long are drifting away. And so every time I hear anyone say, this is the way it's always been done, there's an inner chuckle, for this is never the way it's been done. There's a new way of being done, a new way of being in community, a new form of life emerging onto this planet right now. A new consciousness has been born. It was planted long ago, and it is being born in this moment with all the messiness, all the yuckiness. Humanity is going through its own incredible transformation, and I claim for each one on this experience that hears this broadcast an opportunity to say yes to their own unique part of it all. For we each are playing a vital role in this evolutionary process, in this giant leap of faith, each playing our own part. And so I claim for each one that hears these words, the willingness and the opportunity to join in a sacred yes. Yes, I shall serve. Yes, I shall show up. Yes, I shall be. Yes, I shall give. Yes, I shall do the work of creating a world that works for everyone. A world where humanity, all of humanity, is awoken to its spiritual magnificence. That's what's happening here. And I know that each one that hears these words is on that transformation team, is a part and parcel of this giant transformation. So I call it good. I recognize the blessing you are on the planet at this time, the blessing you bring to this thing called life, and proclaim it as good and very good. And so I am in this place of absolute gratitude for the truth that is revealing itself, for the opportunity of this day, most especially grateful to know that God's got this. God's already on the job. There's nothing I need to do or say or be or become in order to experience this truth. No question about how or when or why any of this manifests. I release the word into the law that must demonstrate, that is already operating upon this word. I release into that and let it be. And let go. And let God be God. And if any of this has resonated in any way, please do join me in an affirmation of this truth as we say together, and so it is. Mm. And so it is. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was all righty. Well, folks, thank you so much for being here this morning. Now, if you're just joining us, please do remember we've got a great program that launched this morning, had a really great first session, and there's still room and time for you to get started and join us. You can still catch up with everybody. It's called Activate Your Soul's Purpose, a 21-day journey of enlightenment. It started this morning, every morning, 7 a.m. Mountain Time for 45 minutes. It's a private Facebook group, so we broadcast into the group. You won't see it, you won't just run into this unless you go looking for it, and unless I say, yes, come on in. So if you'd like to be a part of it, please do a search on Facebook, 21-day Journey of Enlightenment. It should show up. If it doesn't, send me a direct message, and I'll get that, and I'll get you involved in the group as well. So really a fun time this morning. And I can just feel the energetic promise of what's going to happen in that group. So so please do join us. And another quick shout out. Good morning, Cynthia. So glad that you're with us. All right, folks. It's a Monday. Time for another great week. Time for brand new opportunities coming our way. I invite you to be a part of it. Get out there. Whatever that might mean in your life. Doesn't mean you have to go outside. Just energetically be out and about with yourself and share the good word. Remember that you are loved and you are loved. And and I'm so happy to be a part of this journey with you. So I'll be back again tonight, 8:15 p.m. for evening prayers. Another opportunity to close out the day. Please join me then. I feel like there's one other thing I'm supposed to be telling you. God keeps saying, I'm not sure. Oh, yes, today, 1 o'clock Mountain Time, live, New Music Monday by from New Thought Radio. New Thought Radio and the New Thought Media Network present New Music Monday, a half-hour live broadcast on Facebook, sharing some of the newer New Thought music in the world. Today, we're going to feature Faith Rivera's new album, Rise. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Alrighty, I'm out of here. I love you. We'll see you again soon. Peace and blessings, dear one. Until later. Bye.